Welcome to Shield Check, a DC20 series covering class and subclass breakdowns in under 10 minutes. On this episode of Shield Check, we'll be discussing the Hunter and Hunter subclasses. Hunters use their experience and knowledge of the dangers of nature and the creatures that lie within. They can adapt to all sorts of environments and use what they learn to their advantage. Their combat training gives them access to weapons, light armor, and light shields. This is the character progression chart for a Hunter from levels 1 through 10. Our level 1 class features give us access to Hunter's Mark. For 1 action point and 1 stamina point, you can focus and mark a creature you can see within 15 spaces. Or you can mark a creature by studying its tracks for at least 1 minute. When a creature is marked, you have advantage on awareness and survival checks made to find the target. And the first martial attack against your target on your turn has advantage and ignores physical damage reduction. When you score a heavy or critical hit against the target, you grant a D8 help die to the next attack against that target before the start of your next turn. The target remains marked by you as long as it's on the same plane of existence, though it vanishes early when you complete a long rest, fall unconscious, or use this feature again to mark another creature. We also get access to the flavor feature, Bestiary. You have developed a trove of knowledge, hunting creatures. You have advantage on checks made to learn or recall information about any creature recorded in your bestiary. For starting entries, you choose a creature type. Your bestiary includes pre-recorded notes about various creatures of that chosen type. For making new entries, you can spend 10 minutes of light activity recording information into your bestiary about a specific creature you have slain within the past 24 hours. We also get Favored Terrain. You're familiar with 2 types of environments and are adept at the skills unique to their region. You choose 2 from the list below. While in your favored terrain, you have advantage on stealth and survival checks and can't be surprised. At level 2, the Hunter class features gives you an assortment of oils, tools, and weapons that can be used to modify a weapon or ammunition when making an attack. You get Hunter's Strike. For 1 stamina point as part of a weapon attack, you can add one of the effects below only once per attack. If an effect forces the target to make a save, it does so against your save DC. Piercing, 2 piercing damage and physical save against bleeding. Snare, 2 bludgeoning damage and physical save against immobilized until the end of your next turn. Acid, 2 corrosion damage and agility save against slowed until the end of your next turn. Toxin, 2 poison damage and might save against impaired until the end of your next turn. Flash Bang, 2 sonic damage and mental save against dazed until the end of your next turn. Fire Oil, 2 fire damage and physical save against burning. You also get 1 talent point. At level 3, we unlock access to the Hunter subclasses, the first of which is the Monster Slayer. Should you choose the Monster Slayer subclass, you get access to monstrous concoctions. You learn 3 concoction recipes of your choice from the list. During a long rest, you can prepare ingredients for several vials equal to your prime modifier. The ingredients inside the vials are unstable and become inert when you take a long rest, in which you may prepare new ones. For concoctions, you can use the object action to convert 1 vial into a concoction of your choice and immediately drink or administer it to another creature within 1 space, gaining benefits for 10 minutes. You can only gain 1 benefit from 1 concoction at a time. If you consume a new one, you lose the effects from the previous. Also access to the flavor feature, Monster Hunter. As a master at hunting monsters, if you have 3 entries of a creature within the same creature type in your Hunter's bestiary, you can add the entire creature type as an entry. This is a list of the monster concoction recipes that you can choose from. And if you don't like that subclass option, then you have access to the Trapper subclass. Should you choose the Trapper subclass, you get access to dynamic traps. For crafting traps, you have a maximum number available to you equal to your prime modifier. During a long rest, you can craft traps equal to your prime modifier. You may make 1 additional trap as part of a short rest. These traps use your save DC when they force a creature to make a save or when a check is made to interact with them. To set a trap, You can spend 1 action point to set and hide one of your traps in a space within 5 spaces that does not contain a trap. The trap is hidden to creatures, and the save DC is equal to your own. You can spend 1 stamina point to add the damage and effect of one of your Hunter Strikes options to the trap. Once set, your traps are unstable and fall apart harmlessly after 1 hour. For triggering a trap, when a creature other than you enters or leaves a space occupied by a trap, or if you spend 1 action point to trigger a trap within 5 spaces of you, the trap makes an attack for free against the point defense of a creature in its space using your attack check and ignoring the multiple check penalty and not progressing it. When it hits, the trap deals bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, your choice when you set it, equal to your prime modifier, plus the damage and effects of your Hunter Strike if used when you set the trap. To recover a trap, you can spend 1 action point within 1 space of a trap to disarm and recover it. When you do this, it loses any damage and effects from your Hunter's Mark if you applied them when you set it. Also, you get access to the flavor feature, Discerning Eye. You have advantage on awareness checks to discover hidden traps and on investigation checks to discern how to disarm them. If neither of those subclasses fit your style, then you have access to the Paragon Hunter subclass. Choosing the Paragon Hunter subclass gives you access to 1 class talent that can be used in various ways. One of which being Expanded Terrains. This requires Favored Terrain. You can gain 2 additional favored terrains, though you can't choose the same option more than once. Or you can choose Pack Leader. This requires Hunter's Mark and level 3. Creatures of your choice can add a D4 to the first attack they make on each of their turns against your marked target. Or Big Game Hunter. This requires Hunter's Mark and level 3. You gain additional benefits on marked targets which are large or larger, such as martial attacks dealing +1 damage to them, giving you advantage on saves they force you to make, and you have advantage on checks you make as part of the action to analyze creature. As usual, you get access to the flavor feature, Jack of 1 trade, gaining access to 1 trade point. And that wraps it up for the Hunter and Hunter subclasses. We'll catch you next time on Shield Check, and until then, keep that shield wall strong.